During our Sunday's live stream, we had one plan on Bitcoin, which was this one. We wanted to see a move up into resistance, offer rejection to the downside, hit our support, offer a bounce to the upside, and then we could see if this bounce would offer a lower high before moving lower, or just a much bigger bounce and a break back above these highs. Now, if we go over to the charts, that plan is getting followed pretty well, because if I add it, what you will see is that we did indeed move up into resistance. We got the rejection. Unfortunately, my support did get front run, but we are seeing that bounce higher. So right now, are we in the process of seeing this bounce? So put in a lower high before reversing lower, or will this bounce actually turn into a much bigger one and we will see higher prices? That's of course what we will talk about. But first of all, as usual, let's recap what we did inside the Discord. So on Monday, very simple, we had seen the move into resistance right there, and we were seeing a rejection to the downside. However, personally, the timing was off and the highs were not the best, so I still wanted to see one more high later in the day to then look for my short position. We were getting a bit of a rejection right there, but for me, I still wanted to see one more high. Unfortunately, when this drop did turn into a bigger one, at this point, I personally believe that a new high was out of the question, so I just walked away from the charts. Now, luckily, we did actually get another high, but this one happened during the Asian session, so I was not able to catch a short at the top, but that was not a big problem, because on the drop, what I was looking for was local bounces to open short positions, because my target was still $102,000. Okay, remember Sunday's plan, it was to see a drop towards $102,000. That's exactly what I did. We got this small bounce, I took my short position, which was this one. I did then implement a quick take profit one, and I was still waiting for my support below, which we're very close to, and of course I was still in my short position. However, I had moved my stop loss in profits at $104,700. Now with that said, if we go over to the charts, as you can see, these lows did end up holding and we are seeing that bounce higher. I got stopped out the rest of my short position at 104.7, and of course I was not able to catch a long position, unfortunately, because my support level got front run. But with all of that said, what can you look for next? Will this bounce, as we said, offer much higher prices, or am I still looking for Sunday's plan to fully play out, so put in a lower high before seeing lower prices? So as usual, what we need to do is outline support and resistance levels. If we go on the 12-hour chart, on Bybit we don't have anything, however on Binance we do have an imbalance. So what I will do is, as always, take the open of this candle, go on the lower time frames and see if we have any confluence. We do have an order block on the 4-hour, on the 1-hour we do have an imbalance, and on the 30 minutes we do have this imbalance up here. So this is the candle that I will personally take, and that will be the first resistance for today. As you can see, it has already offered a couple of rejections. Personally, I am looking for a short position but have not taken one yet. I just want to see if we can get a 30-minute imbalance, ideally, honestly, even a 1-hour imbalance. If that happens, then it will offer a very easy short position. But with that said, that would be our resistance for today. To the downside, probably if you lose this level, this is not a long for me, but just a reference point. If you lose 104.1, then this opens the door for a move back into our support below. So with that said, right here, we have two scenarios in my opinion. Either we do get rejection on that resistance, in which case I will look for a move back into our support, which got front run, or if that resistance breaks, then simply I will look for higher prices. My first target honestly would be, still we have to go over to Binance because on Bybit we don't have much, but if we go over to Binance we have a daily imbalance up here. So back over to Bybit, my first target will be the fill of this imbalance, so you just take the order block up towards $110,000. And even then, I have to say this wouldn't be the strongest resistance levels, but in any case, if we do get the breakout above this high, I will film a new update to outline the strong resistance levels up there. But with that said, honestly, that was mainly it for this update. Extremely simple today. We have one local resistance, and you still have to keep in mind Sunday's plan, because right now it is being followed very well. So with that said, I am looking for two main scenarios. The first one is that this resistance breaks and offers a move towards $110,000, or on the other hand, we get a rejection, in which case I will look back for the support at $102,000. From there, since we already got that bounce, I do have to say that this one is just a bit weaker, so we will need a good reaction in order to open a long position to see a reversal higher, or on the other hand, if we lose that support, then simply expect lower prices, and for me a move towards $97,000. So with all of that said, as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.